Hey guys, welcome back to Atypical You. It has been a minute. I feel like I ain't been on YouTube. I feel like it's literally just been 2 weeks, but it feels like so much longer. So basically, let me just lay this down for you guys, yeah. So you're not wondering like, Mon, where you been, what you doing, what's been going on, like. I'll explain. So obviously, Corona has done a madness. When I tell you the madness is done, as in like uni is telling me that we've got online lectures now, as in like literally I'm now having to roll out of bed, switch on my laptop and connect to a Zoom. It's a thing where like Corona has really done a madness to uni, and I just can't believe like the kind of change that it's created. But let me just tell you something. 3rd year is no joke. Like, I kind of just, when everyone was like, yeah, 3rd year is going to be difficult, 3rd year is going to be hard, rah, I used to think, yeah, okay, cool. If I tell you the amount of work that I have to do, I shouldn't even really and truly be recording this video. I should be reading my books. I should be studying, because, yo, it's going to get so real. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to be posting every other week, so that's twice a month, because it's a lot. And obviously, if you see that I'm slacking, do you know why? Because of uni. Like, there's no other explanation type of thing, because trust me, if I wasn't in university, I'd be on YouTube every single week without a doubt. So I didn't really know what to discuss today. I was sat down and I was looking through my notes because I've got loads of topics I want to speak about, and I was just like, life. Like, when you're young, yeah, you never actually realize that life is in your control, it's in your hands, and you don't deep that you actually have control of your life, because of the fact that your parents more times do everything for you. They cook for you, they clean for you, they tell you where to go, they tell you what to do. You have a circle of friends and you guys just kind of form things and everyone kind of agrees. So I feel like for a very long time, like for me anyway, I didn't really deep that I could do something contrary to what my mum wanted me to do, or I could actually say no to my friends, or I fully had control, because I always had limits. Like, you need to be home by this time, you need to finish your homework by this day, you need to be in school and doing this, you need to be in this class at this time. So I kind of feel like it's not until I got to uni, that's when I was like, rah, there can be lectures and I don't have to go. And like, there's no actual immediate consequence. And the consequence, if anything, is like long term and like based just on my grade. Because you know, in school, like, if you turn up to a class late, you're getting detention. If I don't come home on time, my mum's beating me. So that was something very new for me. The choices that you make now will eventually affect your future. And I was just sat there and I was deep in it thinking, okay, cool, that's a pretty good topic to speak about. So I'm gonna speak about it. Life in general. First of all, I'm gonna say that there's no perfect way of doing life. You do what suits you in it. However you feel is however you feel, and live your life. But one thing that I really wanted to hone in to you guys today, yeah, is that you've got control of it. When you're young, I don't know about you guys, but for me, living in a Nigerian family, you'd think that like my parents would be proper strict. They were strict in their own ways, don't get me wrong. But when it came to education, they were like, yeah, do what you want to do. I was thinking, wait, what? Like, is this a trick? Like, choose whatever uni you want to go to, choose whatever college you want to go to, choose whatever secondary school you want to go to. So I was able to choose and decide what path that I took. So now that it's flopping, I can't blame nobody but myself. But I know there's a lot of people who are young, you guys who I'm speaking to, that feel like you haven't had a choice. You haven't had a choice to choose, and you might feel like, you know, the people around you are the ones that are really choosing what your life's going to be like. But let me tell you something, yeah, first of all, hang in there, innit? Just hang in there. Sometimes you feel like when you especially live with so many people, you're always around family and you're always in school and in a structure, and you kind of have to do this and have to do that. You kind of then almost feel obligated to do everything someone tells you to. But it's not like that, literally. But there's a point in your life that you will get to where you'll be able to control what it is that you're doing. You have control over your life. You have ultimate control over what you accept and what you don't accept. You have control over where you go and where you don't go. You have control over what your life is going to be in the next 5 years. You can't turn around and say, yeah, but she forced me, because there's nobody holding your neck. There's nobody saying you have and you must do. You can create whatever you want. The sky is actually your limit. You know, the only thing that actually stops you in life is your mentality. The only thing that's going to stop you in this life is the way that you think, is what you fill your mind with. You see, what you put into your mind, what you see, what you allow into your soul, what you listen to, it reflects on how you live life. It just reflects on your everyday life. I love music, yeah, and I love a lot of different types of music, but God convicted me. He said to me, Monique, listen, not literally, but like what happened was, I was listening to music and I just started hearing some certain type of things in this song. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I'm not a big fan of drill, because I just feel like when I listen to it, why am I getting angry? When I listen to drill music, why do I want to chef up some man? Isn't that, let me, listen, I'm not talking about drill today, but that's one genre I was completely cancelled, right? Don't get me wrong, the beat is hard, but the lyrics behind the beat doesn't make sense. But I really, really like alternative R&B, and I was listening to it and I was just like, I just thought to myself, like, I can't be listening to this kind of stuff, because when I listen to Summer Walker, when I listen to LMA, when I listen to all these types of people, Khalid and all these people, all that goes through my mind is, you know when you're vibing, but you're alone. It's making me feel like I want to vibe with someone. Your focus has completely shifted from what it is that you want out of life to, oh, I just want to get a boyfriend. I just feel like doing this and doing that. I just want to kiss man them. When I just want to have someone to speak to. I just want a boyfriend. That's what your focus turns into. Then all of your energy, everything that you do, even if you know it or you don't know it, consciously or subconsciously, it will happen the more that you listen to it. So I think that yes, you can like some artists, but I definitely think that the music that you listen to influences you 100%. If you, again, like I said, if you realize it, you realize it. If you don't, you don't. But I just had to say to myself, like, enough of all of them kind of stuff, because one, it's not exactly pleasing to God, and second of all, I'm not really growing from it. I'm not seeing no benefits anywhere. I'm just still stuck in the same old place. And I just had to get grips of my life and say to myself, do you know what, Monique? I am the only one who has control. I'm the only one who can make something out of this life that I'm living, opportunities and whatnot, because this is my life. This is the one life I have to live. When you get to a certain age, the only hindrance is yourself. If you let the negativity get to your head, you'll become negativity yourself. Do you get? If you allow people to tell you not to do what you want to do, you will be the one suffering. Do you know what? Yeah, I always say to myself, when I want to do something and people are in my head about it and I'm hearing too much, I have to tell myself, like, is it them that wants to do this? Is it going to affect their life? And do they understand what it is that I want to do? Do they understand what it is that I have visioned? No, they don't. So why am I taking in external negative comments? Why am I listening to people, please? I'm a kind of person, yeah, where I'd like to try and fail and try and fail and then get it, rather than asking bare people about it before I go in for it. Because I feel like when you have too many opinions, yeah, it starts to drown out how you actually feel, what you want to do, where you want to go. So I just think it's important to know that at the end of the day, yeah, listen, you only have one life in this life and you need to live it properly. There's too many things happening in this world, yeah, for you to just miss your opportunity just like that and to hold back. Do what scares you. Do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. It's so important to create the lifestyle that you want to live. Start from now. Even if it's tiny little improvements you're making here, there and everywhere, make them. If it's starting from laying your bed every morning, try that. If it's drinking water every day, drink it. Whatever it is, just do what you need to do. And over time, you will get there. Like Will Smith said, he said that you lay one brick at a time to build a wall. You can't just build a wall today. You can't just build a wall tomorrow. You literally have to lay one brick at a time. So it's doing a little thing every day that will eventually build up something. What I do, yeah, I sit down sometimes when I'm reflecting and I'll just imagine like the house that I'm gonna live in. I imagine the type of conversations that we'll have. I think about like the types of things and the types of places that I want to go to. Search up houses and I look at the amounts of the prices of cars and think to myself, yeah, that's gonna be me soon. Like, I think about the businesses that I want to own. Like, I've already written them all down. You have to keep your mind occupied and keep yourself so focused, yeah, so that you get to where you get to. The biggest problem in today's society is the fight for attention. I don't know if you guys have watched it, the documentary on Netflix. It's called The Social Dilemma. When I watched that, I said, hey. I said, what? Like, this is what they're actually doing. Netflix, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, all these adverts are all fighting for my attention. Why are you fighting for my attention? Why do you want me to sit on my phone all day? Because the thing is, yeah, when we actually think about it, you think like, yeah, I'm just socializing, yeah, I just want to chat to my friend, I'm just catching up on the news. But you're doing all of that instead of doing something else, instead of focusing on what you need to focus on. The problem with social media today, yeah, is simply the fact that these companies, these billion, trillionaire companies, are fighting for my attention, just like I'm fighting for my own attention. Just like the book's fighting for my own attention. Just like my career is fighting for my own attention. We need to redirect our focus. We need to come and really say, okay, cool, let's not let little things distract you. Just because you got a notification does not mean you have to open it. Just because your phone has notifications on your phone does not mean you now have to switch on the notifications so that you're alerted whenever you get a message. Switch off your notifications. Switch them off. The people can wait, and if it's really an emergency, they will call you. They will call you. How can we all expect ourselves to hit targets? How can we expect ourselves to get to where we want to get to in a life that is your own when you're allowing little things like Snapchat to distract you? You're allowing little things like a notification from Insta distract you. You're not. Then you're going to be looking at bread in a couple years. It's one of them ones there. Like, so all I'm going to say, yeah, remind you guys again that, listen, you will have control over what your life will end up being. The only thing that's going to limit you is yourself and your mentality. And then also, cut down social media. It's okay. It's actually okay. Because I don't know why this whole generation has made it seem as if you're not on socials, then you're a leak, or if you're not on socials, then you know, you're distant. But sorry, when in a couple of years, yeah, what are you gonna say then? Stay focused now. I keep seeing this post, yeah, I feel like it's talking to me. Cut out everything, social media, Netflix, TV, everything like that for 6 months, yeah? And see the transformation it will make in your life. I ain't there yet, yeah, but it's something that I need to tell you guys, because if you can do it, I pray, just do it. Just try it. Do something, because the change that you would see, yeah, it's gonna be mad. But anyway, I love you guys, and I'm gonna leave you. That's all from me today. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be posting every other week, so stay tuned, and yes, have a blessed day.